Hello, hello, welcome back. It is episode 15 of A Positive Mind with TSED. I'm your host, the self-esteem doctor, Simone, Alicia. And let me tell you, today we are talking about self-esteem in the workplace. Now, hold on, wait a minute. Don't go anywhere. I'm talking about all levels of work. Even the I'm just dreaming about a job because I'm way too young to work level, all the way up to being an entrepreneur and everything in the middle. Your first job at camp, an internship, whatever it is, a job you love or a job you don't love, this is going to help you. Let's tune in and get you ready for maximum ultimate self-esteem in the workplace. Stay tuned.
I'm Simone, she's TSED. I'm Simone, she's TSED. I'm Simone, they call me TSED.
Like that.
I'm Simone, she's TSED. I'm Simone, she's TSED. I'm Simone, they call me TSED.
Like that. All right, y'all. So as promised, let's get into this self-esteem in the workplace and exactly what that looks like. I'm going to give you 3 tips that's going to make this so easy for you. You are just going to soar in your professional life. Don't worry, thank me later. So step 1, trust yourself. Trust your inner self, your true self, your real self. Trust what you bring to the table. And no, we're not going to fake it till we make it. Remember this? That's episode 3. Go back and watch because we don't do fake it till we make it. We got to really become, tap into it. Trust yourself and trust your strengths. That brings me to the strength versus weaknesses discussion. Here's my take on it. You got to understand what your strengths are and magnify them, work with them, and then use those strengths to help you if you find you have a weakness or two. But do not give all of your energy and all your efforts to focusing on your weaknesses because you're just letting your strengths fly by. Don't do that. Got it? So why do you have to trust yourself anyway in the workplace? Well, because you are the one doing the work. So you've got to actually trust the core of who you are because that is what you're bringing to the table. And how do you do that? You've got to affirm yourself, honey. You know about these affirmations, and you know I'm going to put them in the description below so you can practice them. And they're all coming from my academy. Y'all know this by now, right? We got to practice this stuff. We need the reminders. And when you are going to take yourself to work, you have to understand there is a value you bring, honey. Yes, there is. There is a value, and you've got to know it. You've got to bring it, and you've got to trust it. Tip number 2 is all about your focus. Picture it. You grab your GPS and you want to put your destination in, but instead of putting in where you're going, you just keep typing where you are. Where do you want to go? I am here. Where do you want to go? I am here. Oh. You're not going to get anywhere like that. You've got to have a real life focus, a direction. So in your business, in your work, in your dreams about working, whatever your level is, whatever your stage is right now, it's all about your focus. So if you want to be a really big professional, you want to have a raise, you want to get a big, beautiful position, you want to not work and just be a bazillionaire. Hey, let's do it. I like that. Focus. See, that's what we're talking about. Focus. All right. So listen, you've got to make sure that you have a goal in your mind and a focus. And this is actually going to help you with a little bonus. Balance. How are you going to balance everything you have going on if you are not focused? You got to know when to focus totally on work, when to focus on the bigger dreams, when to focus on family and home and school and everything. You've got to have the focus to achieve the balance. You're welcome. And that reminds me, if you want some help with this focus, you know where I'm going to send you. Yeah, you do. Right there in the academy, the blueprint. Oh my goodness, the self-esteem blueprint helps you to break down these 3 steps so that you can really turn up your focus and attract whatever it is that you want in your life. You know I'm putting the link in the description. Yeah, you do. Go ahead down there. That is your happy place. That is a place to go and play and get so many resources. So make sure you check that link below, all right? And while you're at it, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe and the bell and the ding and the dong and the comment. Do the whole thing, all right? Do the whole thing. That's right. Yeah. And finally, last but certainly not least, number 3, have a plan for your happiness. Here's what I mean. Sometimes things get off course. Sometimes you did the best job entering things into your GPS, staying focused. And of course, you were really, really trusting yourself. But alas, Life happened and it didn't work out the way you wanted to. This is where step or tip number 3 comes in. You've got to have a plan for your happiness. What are the things that make you feel good? What's your automatic go-to resource when you need a pick-me-up and you just need to feel better and more encouraged? I'm telling you, if you have a plan for that, it's a game changer.
I don't make robots, so it's okay to have feelings.
The point is, you're going to have those negative emotions, but you've got to have a way to bring it back to the positive. Because when you're feeling good, you're back to trusting yourself and you're back to focusing. Side note, if you've ever joined me at any of my live events, you know that I tend to walk you through some of the specific steps for doing these things. You know, the neuro-linguistic programming, remember that? Well, in that little procedure, I definitely can help you to create these positive resource anchors and have these things that help you to snap back and bounce back really quickly. I can walk you through visualizations, mental rehearsal. All of the tools are so amazing. And one of my favorites is the one that helps you to hit your target emotions. Just like that, like it's like a list, an entire map. I'm telling you, it's so good. So in the meantime, until you can see me in person, just remember to keep that focus and remember that as far as those resource anchors go, think of the things that make you super, super happy. Think of the things that make you feel great and can help you bounce back when the times get hard. And then whenever you can, make sure you come and see me at my live events. Look down there in the links and for sure join the newsletter. That'll tell you everything. What? I said I'm going to put it in the bottom. Look, they know I'm on Instagram. Don't you guys know I'm on Instagram? You can also get the information on Instagram at the Self-Esteem Doctor. They know that. Plus, I'm going to put it in the... All right, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know where to find me. You know what the tools are. You know what the tips are. And when it comes to self-esteem in the workplace, remember, you've got to trust yourself because you are the core of everything you're bringing to that business or that job or even the dream of that dream job, all right? You are the core of it. Stay positive. Use your affirmations. Remember to focus. Focus is going to help you to keep your balance with everything that's going on in life. Focus like when you're putting information in a GPS. Where do you want to go? You've got to put the direction in your mind so it's easier for you to get there. And last, have your plan to happiness. Of course, I call them your target emotions. Know how you get to those target emotions. As a matter of fact, I got one more thing I'm throwing in here for you. My NLP modeling class talks a lot about target emotions. So I'm going to make sure that's in the description there for you also. All right. Put those 3 things together and you're going to see that self-esteem in the workplace will not be any problem for you. You'll be able to meet those goals and just fly through that beautiful working experience in your life. I love it. I hope you do too. Remember to like and subscribe and follow and comment and do all the things. Click those links in the description so you can get all those resources and keep this learning going. You know that we need these reminders, y'all, so don't just let this go today. This is like a big old meal that filled your stomach and filled your brain, but you're gonna need some leftovers. So make sure you jump back in the descriptions, click, 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 and come back every single Sunday for a new episode of A Positive Mind with TSED. I'll see you next week.
I'm Simone. She's TSED.